Tonight on DC News Now, tragedy in the district, a murder-suicide involving multiple scenes.
This is one of the most tragic circumstances I've ever seen. An entire family is destroyed through the acts of an individual.
Police say a mom, dad are dead and a 12-year-old is hurt. U.S. Marshal shoots and kills a man in the district.
I have no idea if someone was getting evicted, and there was probably resistance. I don't know
what led up to the incident.
After we thawed things out earlier in the day today, we're going to be dropping those temperatures below the freezing mark overnight. Potential for refreeze. The latest details on that coming up.
More sewage gushing into the Potomac. The latest problem sending wastewater into the river.
I'm legitimately very concerned about whether we're going to be able to survive.
Plus, local small businesses say they are fighting against President Trump's tariffs. Their new campaign to keep their shops open. Breaking news tonight, a tragic murder-suicide in the district. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. On DC News Now at 9, I'm Susan Tran. Chris Flanagan has the night off. Investigators say a toddler's father took off with him following a deadly and tragic shooting in Northwest earlier, where they say Stefan Jeter killed the toddler's mom, and the gunfire also hurt her 12-year-old daughter. This all happening right near 41st and W Streets. DC News Now's Ben Dennis joining us live near the scene there in Glover Park. And Ben, where did investigators end up finding the little boy?
Well, a family totally ripped apart in tragedy tonight, Susan. A woman was shot and killed. Her children were nearby at the time. A 12-year-old was also hit by a bullet. The 3-year-old was apparently taken by the suspect in this case. They were found safe. However, this toddler in Prince George's County at a relative's house. Let's backtrack here. DC police say that 3-year-old Million call at 4:40 this afternoon here in Glover Park on W Street near 40th Street. A woman was found here shot several times just outside of an apartment building. She later died. A 12-year-old girl was shot in the arm. She is expected to be okay. And police believe the suspect, 35-year-old Stefan Jeter, drove off with the 3-year-old, dropped off the child safely at a relative's house in Prince George's County. Police there spotted the truck that he was driving, alerted DC police, and they started a police chase. Around 7 tonight, that truck crashed on 30th and Nash Place in Southeast. Police say Stefan Jeter was found dead inside. They believe they shot himself.
This is one of the most tragic circumstances I've ever seen. An entire family is destroyed through the acts of an individual. We have another child that's suffering from a gunshot wound. We have a mother who's dead. Her children will never have their mother again. They have a father who's deceased as well. So this is just tragic all the way around. But at this point, we really need to find it.
We were also told that there was a third child on scene at the time of the shooting. Good news. They did not suffer any injuries. One neighbor who lives in the building actually told me that she wanted to share a message. She says that children are helpless victims, domestic violence is real, and victims need protection. In Northwest DC, Ben Dennis, back to you.
Ben, thank you. Now, the violence continuing in the district. There was also a shooting that hurt 2 people, including a child, in Southeast. Investigators say a man was shot and an 8-year-old little boy was possibly grazed by a bullet. It happened around 6 tonight, right here at the intersection of Marion Barry and Minnesota Avenues. We are still waiting to get more information on this investigation. Plus, developing news also in the district where a U.S. Marshal shoots and kills a man in Northeast. Park police saying that they were with the U.S. Marshal Service at a traffic stop there on Hayes Street when there was gunfire. A neighbor telling our crew she heard 4 or 5 shots when she was inside her home.
I have no idea if someone was getting evicted, and there was probably resistance. I don't know if it was just had something to do with immigration and it was a U.S. Marshal. I have no idea.
Now, officials have not released any details surrounding the circumstances here, but district police are investigating. According to the latest crime data in the district, there have been 4 homicides this year. They do not include the violence from tonight, and it is a massive 80% drop compared to this time last year. Overall, a violent crime is down 30%, with about 90 fewer incidents than this point last year. All right, let's turn our attention now to the forecast with our chief meteorologist, Jackie Lair. We're seeing a warm up and a lot of melting and plenty of wet curb cuts to have to walk over.
Yeah, tough to navigate. We could be dealing with, some of that refreeze overnight as temperatures drop below the freezing mark. At least at this point, we're not quite there yet, but we do see some of those temperatures dropping. Mid-upper 30s off towards the north, right around 40. Currently in D.C., Fredericksburg, Waldorf as well. But we're talking about that wind, and that wind is still with us. A bit breezy out of the north and west, between 10, even close to 20 mile per hour sustained wind. Some of those gusts are running close to 30 miles per hour. We're seeing that in D.C., Leesburg, Annapolis, upwards of 35 mile per hour gusts out towards Martinsburg. That's enough to make it feel much colder than the actual air temperature. So we're already feeling like we're into those 20s to the north, 30s as you head farther south, 34. So it feels like if you're stepping on D.C., right? The freezing mark. So it feels like out towards Manassas. Out there for your Thursday, though, starting off with temperatures in the upper 20s. So like I mentioned, that potential refreeze overnight into early tomorrow morning. We're middle 30s by 11 a.m., but the feels like temperatures likely at least 10 degrees colder. And we're talking upper 30s for high temperatures for your Thursday afternoons. A little bit chillier. We're also going to be tracking that breeze too throughout the day. Thankfully, Friday brings less wind, brings calmer conditions. The weekend, though, tracking a warm up for Valentine's Day, followed by some wet weather for Sunday. More on that coming up.
A 16-year-old Maryland student will remain in custody. He is accused of shooting a classmate at Wootton High School earlier this week. Now, the violence forced classes into a lockdown and parents to question security measures there. DC News Now's Dave Laval has more on the serious criminal charges the teen is now facing.
Judge Michael Glenn denied bond for 16-year-old Khalil White via Toro. We released his name because he's charged as an adult. Viatoro's mother did not say anything following Wednesday's bond hearing in Maryland District Court, but the state attorney did.
He is here in adult court because of the crimes that he committed.
John McCarthy read the major charges Viatoro's charged with in connection with Monday's shooting at Rockville's Wootton High School.
The lead charge at this point in time is attempted second-degree murder. There's also a first-degree assault.
Plus various gun charges. Prosecutors say Viatoro wounded a 16-year-old boy at the school and pointed a gun at a 15-year-old female classmate. Viatoro is said to have used a ghost gun. He recently transferred to Wootton High, but we have not been told why.
It was a terrible mistake to take the SROs out of our schools.
The Montgomery County Public School District removed school resource officers in 2021. McCarthy wants them back on campus.
The presence of the police officer is a deterrence. Let me say that. The presence of a police officer in the school, I think, would act as a common sense additional deterrent to someone bringing a weapon to a school.
Viatoro remains held in the Montgomery County Detention Facility as his attorneys work to get the case turned over to juvenile court. Viatoro returns to court February 20th for a preliminary hearing. In Rockville, Maryland, Dave Laval, DC News Now.
Now to this really surreal scene here in Northern Virginia when a car is catapulted off of 66 westbound and lands here on the metro tracks along the Orange Line. Now, police believe the driver was reaching down to grab their Easy Pass when they veered into a pile of snow and ice that acted as a ramp, launching the car onto the tracks there. It went into the air through fencing and landed on the tracks. The Orange Line trains were stopped right between West Falls Church and Dunloring, so this crane could remove the car. The driver has minor injuries and is now facing charges for reckless driving. Over in Maryland, a driver flipping their car in Gaithersburg earlier this morning. Take a look. They were able to escape. Montgomery County firefighters saying the crash had happened on Russell Avenue, and you can see the car on its side here blocking this stretch of road. Investigators are looking into what caused the driver to lose control. More than 100 rabbis in the district leading the Jewish community in a protest right outside of immigration headquarters in Southwest.
Jews against ICE! Jews against ICE! Jews against ICE!
And those part of the rally saying that they are standing in solidarity with immigrants and in opposition to ICE's aggressive and inhumane detention and deportation practices that the organizers consider as a moment of unprecedented ICE violence and brutality. Investigators in Maryland are looking into some vandalism, meanwhile, here at a synagogue where someone painted anti-Semitic phrases and symbols onto the signs outside of Sherei Tefillah. This is in Olney, and it happened overnight Monday. The executive director says he is grateful it was only the signs, but still saying this is just not right.
Obviously, it's horrible. You like to think that people will respect your property, and you know, a synagogue's right to be what it is. It's not appropriate.
Investigators are now offering a $10,000 reward for information. Those monks that have been on a peace walk continuing their journey in the district, where they had multiple stops during day 109. We are talking about 19 Buddhist monks and their rescue dog visiting the Peace Monument, St. Mark's Capitol Hill Church, and then right over to the Lincoln Memorial. Now, they've been walking since back in October from Fort Worth, Texas. This is 2,300 miles, making their final stop. It will be later in Annapolis, Maryland, and they will not be walking home. They will be taking a bus back to Texas. Coming up on DC News Now, potholes are plaguing a community in Maryland. How Prince George's County leaders are patching up the problem spots. This winter has so many of us dreaming of spring break. We are helping you stretch your dollar with how to save on a sunny vacation. Then ahead at 9:30, some leaders are continuing their search for Today Show Savannah Guthrie's mother. Investigators really hoping for a break in the case.